back finally. After like 3 weeks, right?
Gosh.
Yeah.
High school sucks. Schoolwork though.
Okay, day 4. Please, you said there's only 7, right? Okay, at least we're getting close. We got 3 days left. I'm gonna put that in probably about another 10 episodes, maybe.
Chris, did you want any of these?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some. Don't eat all of them.
I'll try not to.
We can make more.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Hitty.
What will we be doing?
I really don't know.
Statue was tried to get blown up
Yeah, then
by a terrorist coon.
terrorist Chan. Can we call it that now? Terrorist Chan.
Yeah. You don't have enough time to enjoy the variety of the sunset colors.
Them sunset colors.
Says who? She early go to bed, but the leader confidently walks to her cabin, as if mentally dragging me with her.
She's a Jedi.
Olga, I'll take a little walk. Okay.
Okay.
She shrugged her shoulders and kept walking. Went back to the square. We looked closely at the trivial damage on the agenda statue. It was in the exact center of the camp. Standing on a bench and looked to the west, wonder if the earth here revolves and it's acted as it should, or whether this was an actual north or south. It's hard to say. At this time, I didn't have any ideas how to check the fundamental laws of nature.
He's in the Matrix, Curtis.
He's in Soviet Matrix.
Hi. It's Lena.
Hi, can't sleep? I mean, surprised. Well, yes, it is still early. May I sit?
No.
Yeah, of course, sit down. I moved over. Just should make a choice, yes or no.
That'd be funny.
Like every yes or no question, yes, no.
See, but game developers are too lazy to do that.
Saying
That'll
a
take
little.
forever, Curtis.
No, it wouldn't.
You have to make a whole different, plot line for every single yes or no question then. Maybe someone will do it someday, but not today.
Not today. I think they've done it once or twice with a couple of them.
Visual novel like that would take probably a whole year to finish.
Not really. The Muv-Love alternative one is like,
oh dear God.
it's like 80 hours.
80 hours.
Yeah. If you do it right, it's 80 hours.
What happens if you do it wrong?
If you do it wrong,
You die?
It's like 3 hours and you die, but whatever.
You die.
Thanks. It's like Shai has forgotten about me. It's sad. What is sad? That Shirk disappeared. Oh yeah, Shirk's still gone.
Sure.
Shirk. Rip Shirk.
Rip in pieces.
Things aren't too good. Here's how much she blushed and felt embarrassed when she had to speak or do something. That same silence, which could be seen as awkward by many people, including myself, was quite natural for her. Could hardly imagine Lena making an effort to carefully choose the right words to start a conversation. Cat!
Your cat's biting my ankles. Hi, cat.
Yeah, you're interrupting me. Try not to look as rude as Elisa. Just wasn't able to compare her to anyone. She was just content with being herself. Does that mean my attempt to start a conversation with her could be seen as rude? That the expression become friends could be interpreted as the intrusion into her private life?
I think you're reading it into a little bit too much there, Semyon.
He's thinking about it a little bit too much. But something in this girl attracted me.
Ooh.
Maybe it was her mysteriousness, and she certainly wasn't lacking in appearance or feminine charms.
Ooh.
I didn't have an answer for that. That's why I still haven't openly accused of being annoying. I'm sure he'll be found. How can you escape from a submarine?
What? Oh. It was a joke.
Horrible joke.
Is not of escaping from Gulag.
Horrible joke. Large Russian submarine. I hope so. Tomorrow Olga will call the police. They'll find him for sure. And what if during the night, her expression grew sad, what if something happens to him? Alone at night in the forest, anything could happen. He must be lonely. No one forced him to go there. What if he just got lost? You shouldn't go walking in the forest alone. You don't have to pity for him at all. Shirk may be sitting there all alone. Of course I pity him. I felt ashamed. In any case, Lena was right. A person was missing. Should we start like a late night like search of the woods? Just have everyone in the camp just comb the woods.
Curtis, the witch hunt begins.
The witch hunt begins. Midnight. Okay.
Curtis, your cat's getting fatter. She can barely jump up there.
What are you talking? No, do you see how small of a clearance that is? Look at him.
No, he hopped on this first. He tried to hop on that and he almost tripped.
Stop. We're getting off topic. My cat is climbing over things and Richie's fascinated. She didn't reply, still looking somewhere far away with last rays of the sun shined over the tops of the old trees as if trying to leave a bit of its warmth with the people. You really think that roaming around the forest in the dark is a good idea? Well, you will have flashlights and hopefully adult supervision.
Needs adult supervision. It's overrated.
She wants to go find Shurik in the dark. Recently, I seem to be starting to understand Lena even without words more often, and she seemed to be influencing me psychologically, making me agree with her. Lena's silence was more informative than any chatter or attempts at persuasion. They looked for him during the day already. Everywhere. She stopped watching the sunset and looked at me. I don't know, I think everywhere. What about the old camp? First time her words sounded self-assured, not vague or
Old
indifferent.
camp.
Where is it? I have no idea. Electronic told us.
Electronic.
Well, if you trust him. I grinned stupidly, but Lena kept looking at me seriously. Sure, it's not too far. So you do want to go? Of course I don't. We can. It's just there and back quickly. Okay.
Which appeared from nowhere.
She was prepared for this.
Curtis. She was making us feel obligated to go. Now there's no escape.
There's no escape. God damn it.
There's no brakes on this train.
Goddamn gypsies.
Gypsies? What?
Making me do things. Yes, that'll be useful. This is me. She'd prepared beforehand, and nothing was up to me.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
I sighed as if doomed and heading to the forest towards her. Semyon is kill.
Yep.
Semyon Lena equals kill. Night fell in the camp. We walked slowly, Lena near, but not too close. It was strange, but it looked like she wasn't afraid of anything. Moreover, she didn't seem to be bothered much about what we were doing, since we weren't walking in the forest at night, but just watching a movie with other people playing leading roles. Actually, electronics at the old camp was not too far. If we walked straight to it, then it would be hard to get lost. After a few minutes, I was completely unsure that we were walking straight, and after a few more, I started to seem that it would be a miracle for us to even get out of here. Are they lost?
I don't know.
Are we lost?
I don't know, man.
I wonder if this is the common route too. I hope not. But
What do you mean?
like, usually, like when you play visual novels, there's always a route that like
Everyone gets stuck on?
yeah, the first time.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm just gonna say this. When I played through it, I've played through it twice. I've never seen any of these scenes before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is entirely new for you?
Yeah.
The grass quietly rustled under our meeting shit.
The forest was... Oh, wait. The grass rustled quietly under our feet, and the branches rustled over our heads.
Old oaks stood next to young birches. Large mushrooms emerged from under the ladder as if taking off their large hats in salute. And any other day, or rather any other time of the day, it would have looked really beautiful. It may be safe at night too, but nevertheless, I shuddered at each gust of wind. Look, Lena said. Lena pointed forward. I rubbed my eyes and saw a gap between the trees. Spooky!
Spooky boogie!
In a minute, we were in a rather large clearing. In the middle of it stood a building which looked like a village school or a kindergarten. The paint was falling off the walls. There were several holes in the roof, like the aftermath of a bombing, and the glassless windows looked at us sadly and a little threateningly. It was not a very pleasant sight. I couldn't remember how I'd imagined this place a moment ago. It was like all the images had been erased from my memory, replaced by this depressing graveyard view. Well, it's creepy. Lena was saying silently, but the natural expression of fright appeared in her face. You think he is in there? I have no idea.
Look at her facial expression! She's like, ah!
If I was Shirk, then a haunted house would be the last place I'd hide in. Shall we go?
She looks like someone who's been in an insane asylum for
I
too
didn't
long.
manage to answer. The moon appeared from behind the clouds, illuminating the clearing with new colors. What is the? Are we in Are we in a horror movie right now? The setting is so perfect.
The train is no brakes, Curtis.
Oh God, Russian
breaks.
horror movies.
Is that a thing?
I'm sure it is. Actually, in one color, the white of the grave.
Oh.
Spooky!
Spooky,
I could see more distant trees, mist shrouding them. Felt like temperature dropped several degrees, making me shiver. Are you afraid? I'm
Yes.
gonna ask calmly. Honestly, are you afraid?
Mm.
She smiled almost imperceptibly.
Damn, that's a word.
Did I say it right? Imperceptibly.
That's a big word.
It took my hand. It would have caused a storm of emotions in any other situation, but that time it felt like a basic necessity. We slowly walked to the building. Creepy gate sounds. I pushed a merry-go-round, causing it to creak nastily as if it made half a turn. Lena shivered and grasped my hand tighter. Sorry, I probably just remembered my childhood. Did you like merry-go-rounds? Yes, actually, I don't know. I don't remember, probably. All children like them. I didn't like them. Why? I got dizzy when I rode them. No wonder if you spin too fast. I like swings more. Well, you can get dizzy on a swing as well. But why would you? I don't know. The conversation distracted me. What?
Because I always get dizzy on swings.
Shit.
He stopped worrying about himself and everything. About Shurik, about our night trip, about Lena.
After all, this world is not so alien.
Oh, okay.
Finally, we reached the doors. Reminded me of a kindergarten, the one I attended in my childhood. First glance, even the room arrangement was the same.
Spooky boogie.
What is happening?
3 spooky 5 me.
Shurik!
Shurik.
Shurik! Grave-like silence replied to us. Even the wind outside had calmed down. Looks like nobody is here. We should check anyway. Lena's courage still didn't cease to surprise me. Or should I say, her lack of normal self-preservation instincts didn't.
Instinctors.
I almost said insect.
Her insects didn't surprise me. Like,
I don't.
Like grasshoppers crawl out of her hair.
You have much to learn, young grasshopper. I don't know if this behavior is strange for this girl or not. Okay, let's do it. Let's do 8.
Do 8.
Lamo. We thoroughly examined all the rooms of the old camp. I even inspected the attic. There were signs that people had visited this place everywhere. Newspapers, empty bottles, and other garbage. With no sign of Shurik. We returned to the hall when we started our search. What should we do next? I have no idea. Lena sat on the steps and stared at her feet. I think we should go back. I began carefully. It's late, and can the two of us really search the entire forest for him? You may be right. She looked sad, and her expression let me know that the search was not over yet. Well, I am. I waved my hands in resignation and sat next to her. Well, we should think about the worst outcome. Are you saying no, but are there any more wild animals around? I doubt it. And Lena calmed down at once. He may be sleeping somewhere.
Sleeping somewhere.
He'll wake up in the morning and return to camp? Yes, of course. What?
He just hunkered down in the middle of the forest and tried to sleep.
He's like, I need a day off. Fuck you guys. He goes in the forest. He's like,
He went into power down mode.
builds hut, becomes hermit of the forest.
Curtis, he's a lumberjack and he's okay.
Becomes hermit of the forest. They're just randomly walking and they see stick hut out in the distance. They just see a stick
Like,
hut.
you damn casuals, get off my new lawn.
He's wearing like robes and shit. I jumped to my feet and started walking in circles around the hall. I really wanted to leave this place, to get out of from the forest, but it was as if Lena's behavior was keeping me here. I wanted to go on trying to persuade her, but I noticed something on the floor. It was a trap door. There were little heaps of garbage and dust around it. It must have been opened recently. Look, maybe Shurik is a mass murderer and he has a gore pit at the bottom of it.
Gore pits.
He has a gore
Do you
pit.
think Shurik is there?
Yes. Or Lena scuttered and carefully pulled on the hatch's handle. It may not be Shurik, but someone surely used it recently. Maybe it is a serial killer's gore pit, and Shurik was taken in the forest at night.
Spooky boogie.
And he was chopped up. And now we're gonna get chopped up Whoever's
I don't
down
like
there.
getting chopped up.
And I regretted finding it that damn gate to hell.
Damn kick to hell, he says.
Let's check it out. The trapdoor wasn't very heavy, so you could open it much ever. It has squeaky noises.
Squeaky.
Directed the flashlight into it and saw a ladder going down a couple of meters. Looks like a cellar. Let's go down. I looked at Lena for a few months trying to understand what was on her mind. Does she have a craving for adventure like Uliana? So where is her youthful spirit then? Or maybe she just went a bit nuts.
Yup, that's totally it. She's nuts. Thanks, Semyon.
Lena didn't seem like a crazy person. But anyway, who said she really is a human?
What?
And you can evaluate her human behavioral logic.
Yes, she's an android. You figured it out, Semyon.
No, she's an extraterrestrial in a human body.
The lizard men are real.
It goes, she needs to go home, and she just captured Shurik as a collateral, and she goes down there and has her spaceship, and then she wipes Semyon's mind when she takes off.
If that's the end of this route, I will just, leave. I will leave.
She is alien. That thought should have scared me, but somehow I just paid attention among the millions of other thoughts. Some of them were important. For example, what could be down there, Gore Pit?
Gore pits. Oh.
It's an ancient, secret Soviet path of World War II-ness. Everything is okay.
Where are the KV-1s?
After I made sure there was nothing to be afraid of, I called Lena. We stood in the long corridor, which certainly wasn't a cellar. Its architecture more resembled KGB dungeons or a subway maintenance tunnel. I don't know which would be better. I like the KGB dungeons. I like that.
Welcome to Gulag, comrade.
Welcome to underground Gulag. Oh god, there were countless wires along the walls, fastened by metal hooks at every half a meter. There were lamps under the ceiling, covered by rusty shades. Crumbled concrete crunched our feet unpleasantly. Wait, are the lamps working, or are they just in a dark tunnel?
I think the lamps might be working a little bit.
They're just in a dark-ass tunnel with flashlights. They're fucked if those flashlights go out. She better hope she put new batteries in that shit.
And if she didn't?
then they're fucked.
Lena, without any emotion. That English, though.
Where to? There. Well, yes. What if Shirk is there? Down the hall? That's what it looks like. What would he be doing there? In any case, it wasn't really able to refuse her today, so we forgot about our fear and headed into the darkness. And I just dog and pulled there.
Oh.
Tunnel noises. Lena walked next to me, holding my hand. The silence of the dungeon was interrupted only by the sound of our steps and water dripping from the ceiling. We moved forward slowly, maybe too slowly. I suddenly felt an surge of claustrophobia. I gritted my teeth and squeezed the torch, but loosened my grip at once. Wait, they call it a flashlight, now they call it a torch?
Did they suddenly become British? Oh, it's a torch.
It's a torch. But you call it a flashlight.
Have some tea and crumpets?
Like 5 minutes ago. A fearful breaking hourly source of light. Lena kept silence in her... Wait, you're telling me a flashlight can break from a 3-foot fall? I don't think that's
Soviet engineering.
I started to fear. Say something. Door.
Door.
What?
Door.
There's a door. She pointed forward. What? What?
Is of nuke bunker.
Is of
comrade.
nuke Chernobyl bunker. We have found the Chernobyl bunker. Metal door with biohazard sign. Yes, it is S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Richie, we're playing S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Wonderful.
We're playing the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Looks like a bomb shelter. Yes, I heard. Oh, it's a bomb shelter. Still, we're playing S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Yep.
Why is it here? I had no idea. Maybe it's because of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Cubans.
Cuban? I spent approximate time on constructing the camp. Makes sense. However, building a bomb shelter here was like building an airport at Faggot in Northumberland or Lacock in Wiltshire in the UK. I have no idea what the fuck those places are.
Faggot is an actual town.
Yeah.
I want to visit it just for the sake of visiting it. Yes.
I have no idea what these towns are like, so I don't really know what he's talking about here. It wasn't deep enough and too far from civilization. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
maybe
okay,
they were
yeah.
like rural towns or something.
Okay.
Door wheels dully creaked. I had to push it with all my strength before it turned a couple times. Made up my mind to open the door with difficulty.
Ooh.
Oh, there were some living quarters. There were some beds, cases, and some scientific equipment that had been thoroughly prepared for a nuclear apocalypse. We didn't find any signs of S.T.A.L.K.E.R there, though. Look, is holding a flare gun and smiling. Why would I need it? To fight monsters. There are no monsters here. Who cares?
Fight monsters.
Who cares? Flare gun.
Yes, Chris.
We're playing S.T.A.L.K.E.R now. You're gonna find mutated shit all over the place. I would keep the flare gun. You say so. I guarantee it. I took the flare gun in my belt. It might come in handy. Yeah, you're an asshole. We won't need it. Sticks it in belt.
He doesn't want to upset Belina.
We thoroughly searched the room once again. There were 2 exits. The first door we had entered, and the other one was another door exactly the same in the left wall. For a moment, I felt excitement, the urge to reach the end of this labyrinth and learn what prize awaited me there.
Death.
However, this surely wasn't a computer game, and there's no option to save. Maybe with this. Lena offered a rather big crowbar. No, I'll give it a try without it first. However, the door didn't want to budge, and it only creaked nastily, and the door wheel didn't turn a millimeter.
Are you gonna open a
Okay,
nuclear fallout door with a crowbar?
I don't understand.
It was too easy with the crowbar. Soviet engineering. Nuclear fallout doors can be opened with crowbars.
Yes! Yes! Bomb shelter steel doors can be opened with crowbars.
Makes too much sense.
Oh, that is wonderful. Oh, look, new time. We have time. Out of time.
Oh, we need to save for episode.
Save. Let's do next dibs.